Myself, Praveen Kumar, Assistant Professor in Physics, Pandit NRS, Government College, Rohtak. Today we will discuss topic Norton's theorem. This topic is contained in BSc Honors First Sem Physics, MDU University. This is a basic theorem in electronics. Let us study what this theorem says. This theorem gives an equivalent circuit in cases where current sources are of major interest than EMF. For example, the transistor circuits. The resultant equivalent circuit contains a current generator instead of voltage generator. There is also one theorem, Thevenin's theorem. In that equivalent circuit consists a voltage generator, but in Norton's theorem we give stress on current. So here equivalent circuit contains a current generator. Let us first understand the statement of this theorem. This theorem states that the current in a load impedance ZL connected to two output terminals of a network consisting of one or more generators and impedances is the same as if the load impedance were connected to a constant current source I dash in shunt with an impedance Z dash. This is the statement of Norton's theorem. Let first I plot the diagram, then you will clearly be able to understand what this theorem states. Suppose this is a network complex circuit on which we want to apply Norton theorem. Let first I plot the block diagram of a complex circuit in which there are many generators and many impedances. Let I plot equivalent Norton circuit. Equivalent Norton circuit. Here EMF source is replaced by current source. This is current source. In parallel with it there is an impedance Z dash. Again these 2 points A and B, and this is load impedance ZL, and let in this circuit the current is called load current IL. Let voltage drop across ZL is VL. This is equivalent circuit. Now again comes to the statement. Statement says that current in the load impedance ZL connected to two output terminals of a network, this is a network, consisting of one or more generator and impedances is the same. This is the same as I dash as if the load impedance, this is load impedance, were connected to a constant current source, this is constant current source I dash in shunt, this is shunt, you can see there is no resistance, it is parallel with an impedance Z dash. Now the value of generated current I dash is that, इसकी वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है, which flows through two terminals connected to the load when they are short circuited together. इसको हम short circuit करके we will find I dash, and shunt impedance Z dash is that which appears at these two terminals when all the source of EMF inside the network are replaced by their internal impedances. So to illustrate the application of Norton theorem, consider the network this and then equivalent network this. Now come to the mathematics. Current in the load impedance, the current in the load impedance ZL. Load impedance is this one. इसमें जो करंट है that is IL. तो ओम्स लॉ कहता है करंट इज इक्वल टू वोल्टेज, वोल्टेज इज VL बाय रेजिस्टेंस, रेजिस्टेंस इज ZL, VL बाय ZL. ठीक है. नाउ you see VL is in parallel with Z dash, okay, and these two are in parallel combinations, okay. So total voltage generated across the load impedance ZL, ZL के across यदि हम ये VL निकालें, the voltage across the load impedance, voltage across the load impedance ZL by Ohm's law. इस ZL के अक्रॉस जो वोल्टेज है वो VL है, और VL ओम्स लॉ क्या कहता है, V इज इक्वल टू IR. तो VL इज इक्वल टू करंट, टोटल करंट I डैश, टोटल रेजिस्टेंस इन द सर्किट Z, लेट इट इज Z. तो VL इज इक्वल टू I डैश Z, ओके. नाउ 1 by Z is equal to 1 by Z dash, क्योंकि impedance are connected in parallel. You can ask how this comes, let it is subscript. So you can see here what is Z. Z is the total impedance of this circuit, and these two are in reciprocal, parallel, so they are added in reciprocal. Reciprocal of resultant, reciprocal of resultant is reciprocal of Z dash plus reciprocal of ZL. So on solving, Z comes out to be Z dash ZL divided by Z dash plus ZL. So VL becomes, hence VL क्या था, VL था हमारा I डैश और टोटल इम्पीडेंस, एंड टोटल इम्पीडेंस क्या है, Z डैश ZL डिवाइडेड बाय Z डैश प्लस ZL. सो IL लोड रेजिस्टेंस, लोड करंट, करंट थ्रू लोड, जो फर्स्ट इक्वेशन हमने लिखी है, IL इज इक्वल टू VL बाई ZL. तो VL हमारा दिस, इसको ZL से डिवाइड करेंगे, ZL से ZL कैंसिल हो जाएगा, इट कम्स आउट टू बी I डैश Z डैश डिवाइडेड बाय Z डैश प्लस ZL. और वी कैन आल्सो राइट इट लाइक दिस, I डैश Z डैश से सभी को डिवाइड कर दें, 1 प्लस ZL बाय Z डैश. तो दिस इज इक्वेशन 1. So we can find load current IL by this equation, but here we have to find now I dash. Okay, as stated above, the magnitude of the current I dash, जो हमने स्टेटमेंट में थ्योरम में स्टेट किया है कि magnitude of the current I dash is found by short circuiting the output terminals. तो अब हमने ये जो डायग्राम बनाया है, ये डायग्राम, इसको हम इस टर्मिनल को क्या कर देते हैं, शॉर्ट सर्किट कर देते हैं. लेट अगेन आई मेड डायग्राम अगेन. दिस इज आवर ओरिजिनल डायग्राम and this is Z1, this is Z3, Z1, Z3, this is Z2. Let's short circuit, you understand very well. We connect terminals A to B without any resistance. Okay, now short circuit, यहाँ जो हमारा करंट जा रहा था, it is called now I dash, and here जो करंट था, let it suppose I1, it is I1 and it is I dash. I dash is like this. Okay, so applying Kirchhoff's law, applying Kirchhoff's law हम यहाँ पे अप्लाई करते हैं. Okay, you will see this I1 current is flowing through Z1 plus Z3. तो voltage drop across these are in series. तो I1 Z1 plus Z3. Okay, this is this. But in Z1 there is one current flowing, other one current is also flowing, that is I dash. But direction of I1 is this and I dash is this. So it will be negative voltage drop and that will be I dash Z3, and total voltage in the circuit is E. So this is applying Kirchhoff's law on mesh 1. इस पे हमने अप्लाई किया इस बात पे, तो ये मिल गया. Now applying Kirchhoff's law on 2, on mesh 2. Here we will see that there are two voltage two impedance Z2 and Z3 and current is I dash. So Z2 plus Z3 I dash, but I1 current, this is common, I1 current is also flowing in opposite direction, so here it will become negative I1 Z3. There is no voltage source in this mesh 2, so it will becomes equal to 0. From second equation I1 becomes, इसको हम उधर ले आए तो I1 becomes Z2 plus Z3 I dash, Z2 plus Z3 I dash by Z3. This is I1 from second equation. Okay, now this I1 we will put in this first equation and see the result. Z1 plus Z3 as it is. Instead of I dash we will write Z2 plus Z3 by Z3 I dash. Again there is I dash minus I dash, Z3 is equal to E. Now solving it further, we multiply Z3 by whole equation. So this will, first term will become Z1 Z3 Z2 plus Z3 I dash. here मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो ये बन जाएगा Z3 का स्क्वायर I dash is equal to E Z3. okay, and I dash you are seeing common on both sides. I dash बाहर निकाल के और उसको हम उधर डिवाइड कर दें तो it comes out to be E Z3 and सारा उधर चला जाएगा. Z1 Z3 Z2 Z3 माइनस Z3 स्क्वायर. इसको हम फिर फर्दर सॉल्व कर लें यहाँ से. Z1 Z2 Z2 Z3 एंड Z3 स्क्वायर से Z3 स्क्वायर कैंसिल होके वी विल गेट I डैश इक्वल टू E Z3 Z1 Z2 प्लस Z1 Z3 प्लस Z2 Z3 लेट इक्वेशन 2। सो इम्पीडेंस हमने आई डैश फाइंड कर लिया, हमारे पास Z1 Z2 Z3 और वोल्टेज है, तो पैरेलल अब हमने आई डैश फाइंड कर लिया। नाउ पैरेलल इम्पीडेंस Z डैश इज फाउंड बाय लुकिंग बैक फ्रॉम द आउटपुट terminals when all the sources are short circuited and replaced by their internal impedance. What does it mean? We have to find Z dash. See again this diagram. See this diagram. Total impedance इसका हमने फाइंड कर रहे हैं, हाँ। तो how it is find, you are clearly see Z1 and Z3 are in parallel and Z2 series, इन दोनों का होगा Z1 प्लस Z3 डिवाइडेड बाय Z1 प्लस Z3। इन दोनों का हमने ये देखो निकाला भी हुआ है भाई, पहले भी निकाला हुआ है ये पैरेलल करके। ओके, तो यहाँ से हम इनका निकालें रेजिस्टेंस, तो क्या आएगा इन दोनों का? इनका आएगा 1/Z1 प्लस 1/Z3, लेट इट इज़ 1/Z डबल डैश। तो Z डबल डैश क्या होगा? ये होगा Z1 Z3 Z1 प्लस Z3 एंड Z डबल डैश इज इन सीरीज विद Z2, सो Z डैश इज इक्वल टू Z2 प्लस Z डबल डैश मीन्स Z2 प्लस Z1 Z3 Z1 प्लस Z3। सो दिस इज कम्स आउट टू बी, सो हमें नोइंग आई डैश, यदि हमें आई डैश पता है, Z डैश पता है, हम फाइंड कर सकते हैं। वी कैन फाइंड द करंट थ्रू द लोड इम्पीडेंस ZL। तो ZL के थ्रू जो हमारा लोड इम्पीडेंस है उसमें जो करंट था वो हम फाइंड कर सकते हैं बाय दिस इक्वेशन। IL हम फाइंड कर सकते हैं। तो दिस इज नॉर्टन्स थ्योरम। पीछे हमने थेवेनिन्स थ्योरम भी पढ़ी थी। तो अगर हम इनमें रिलेशंस निकालना चाहें थेवेनिन इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट, बट इस लेक्चर में मैंने थेवेनिन थ्योरम नहीं पढ़ाई तुम्हें, तो हम नॉर्टन्स थ्योरम पे ही अपना कंसंट्रेट करेंगे। सो नॉर्टन्स थ्योरम में हमने इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट निकाला, अगेन आई डैश जेड डैश निकाला, इस सर्किट को हमने सॉल्व किया, आई डैश की वैल्यू फाइंड की जो कि हमारी ये आई, जेड डैश की वैल्यू फाइंड की जो कि हमारी ये आई। ये दो वैल्यू हमने फाइंड करनी है, ये दो वैल्यू फाइंड करके हम करंट थ्रू लोड रेजिस्टेंस जो है वो फाइंड कर सकते हैं, जो कि हमारा क्या बनता था, दिस वन। ठीक है, ये हम फाइंड कर लें। तो अगेन इफ यू वांट टू रिपीट, यू से कि लेट्स सी, just repeat in 2 minutes. This is Norton's theorem. Norton's theorem says that this theorem gives an equivalent circuit in cases where current sources are of major interest than EMF. For example, transistor circuit, and this theorem states that current in a load impedance ZL connected to two output terminals of a network consisting of one or more generators and impedances is the same as if the load impedance were connected to a constant current source I dash is in shunt with the impedance Z dash। तो ये दोनों सेम है, इसको हमने फाइंड करके सॉल्व करके नॉर्टन्स थ्योरम को हमने सॉल्व कर लिया। थैंक यू वेरी मच।